Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Miles Ryan, aka the King Vixen, and we're here with another episode of King Vixen's Kitchen Table Talk. This is the birthday edition because it is my birthday. So shout out to all my Libras and Scorpios, because you know I'm the last day of Libra, so I have my Libra days and my Scorpio ways. So we want to thank we want to say happy birthday to all the Libras and all the Scorpios. And before we even get into the show that we have prepared for y'all tonight, because you know we got a show prepared for the folks tonight. We're going to talk all these people's business and talk all of our shit. But before we get into that, we got to pour some liquor and drink a shot or a sip for all of our people who is gone from us and is left from this world and left from the struggle and has gone to prepare a table for us up in the skies, up in the upper room. So first is Frankie Beverly. Lord knows we love Frankie Beverly. That's one of them old salt and pepper steppers. He been fine through the ages, and he gonna be fine in the next round, in the next one. Mufasa done died, y'all. James Earl Jones done died, y'all. My life is not gonna be the same.
No, it's not.
Well, how old was you when? Oh, maybe I shouldn't ask that. Where was you at when The Lion King had came out?
I think I was in middle school.
In middle school?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
So James Earl Jones had an impact on you for a few years, for a while.
Yes. Yes.
What's the first thing you ever saw him in? Because the first thing I ever saw him in was The Lion King. Or I didn't see him, but I heard him in The Lion King.
No, he played in, what was it he played in? Oh my God. Yeah, Coming to America.
Oh, he was the daddy.
Yeah.
Where is my son?
I can't marry her.
Yes. He is going to sow his wild oats. Yeah. Yo, I can't believe we actually started this show, and I did not introduce my cousin Candace. Y'all, we done jump right into the carrying on. This is my cousin Candace V. Perry. Oh, you not even Candace Perry. Cut that out. Unclap. I have another cousin Candace. Her name is Candace Perry. She's on the Perry family, but this is my cousin Candace Nichols. Okay, so do it again. And I was gonna edit that shit out, but I'm gonna keep it right in because that's just how ratchet we get down round here. She's still a Perry. Oh, my mom's giving me a better glass. Yeah, a cat. I got black. Oh, yes, Coming to America. Roll better. It's okay. That was actually for James Earl Jones. It's spilled on his face. On my notes on his face. It's spilled on James Earl Jones.
We love him.
Yes, we love it. Rest in peace to Mufasa. Clean. Who else we got? Yes. Oh my gosh, Maggie Smith died, y'all. Sister Act. Professor McGonagall. Y'all ever watch Harry Potter? Sister Mary Clarence. Maggie Smith is that white lady that was the dowager countess in Downton Abbey. I love me some Maggie Smith. She was like I won't say like a white grandmother. My white grandmother is Joan Rivers.
Oh my God.
The fabulous and the Mom. Y'all, we trying to have the birthday podcast, right? My mama in there rattling and mixing cocktails and shaking shit up. And wait. And then I just sent the producer in there to stop her. And she said, and she's still doing it. We're live, folks. And we're live. And then she's gonna hold her hands up like that.
She's free.
Now watch, when we start doing it again, she's gonna go right back to doing all the things. Yeah, right. She'll be back. Someone else that passed away on the list is actually Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, that was sad.
That was very sad. He was gone too soon. Really very young. I actually like Rich Homie Quan. There was like his first album was like a whole little phase and little season of my life. Like when I was bartending down in Miami, pulling up in my little hat, my little cutie car.
So they come to blame the girl though, the girlfriend.
They always want to blame somebody.
What you thought?
I don't really want to say my thoughts because they want to say that it's about an overdose. They said it was due to a possible overdose. I don't know, but I'm assuming because he was so young that was it. I have no judgments.
No
judgments at all. It's very unfortunate. I'm not sure if he had any kids that he left behind. I'm sure he left behind a lot of family members, his mom and all them people. And they always want somebody. They always want to blame the person closest to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they speculating.
She found him though, and they were saying that she set him up and stuff like that. This is always
like they always want to suspect foul play, you know. But it's honestly they just were upset with the fact that it was a decision he made that you know he paid for it and it cost him his life, right? Also, we have the oldest woman in the United States passed away on my birthday, October 22nd, at 115 years old. When I tell you black, don't brag.
It don't, because I'm almost 40.
I know. You better go ahead. Go ahead. We're going to praise God, amen?
Amen.
Amen. Are you saying? Yes.
Are we supposed to drink? Oh my
yes, you're supposed to drink. Girl, you know you're supposed to.
I'm old.
Not you know, you're supposed to know better. You know you're supposed to toast, look in the eye, drink.
I got you.
Next time, because I ain't trying to get too dark. We got to run through the show. We got next up in the funeral list and the obituaries, we got KYNG. I mean,
Edit.
Girl, I'm killing people that...
Killing people that ain't even dead, child.
Yeah, y'all, we still at the funeral, y'all. Back to the obituaries and just things like that. Sissy Houston done passed away. And you know, I'm really hurt by that because she was the mother of the voice.
Yes,
the Whitney Elizabeth Houston.
Yes.
And not only was she that, she was the Dionne Warwick's auntie.
What?
Yeah, you ain't know that? No. That's Dionne Warwick's auntie, but I really respect Sissy Houston because she comes from an era where there was a lot of women raising their husbands outside babies. Their husbands having outside babies, bringing them home, and having their wives raise them to fruition and grownness. And you know that's what Sissy Houston did. Yeah, nah. What you said, Darnella? Nah, girl, you didn't know? You didn't know? You know, no. Sissy Houston wasn't really Houston's real mama. Now she raised her, so that was her mother. But you know, Donald Houston or whatever the daddy name is. I don't know that many. But Sir Houston had Whitney with Teresa Graves. He was managing her career. She was a singer back in the day. He was managing her career, got her pregnant. Oh, wow. She low-key lost her mind because she had this baby with this married man that was supposed to make her career happen and all that. And then along came Whitney. But Teresa might have had her. But Sissy taught her how to sing. Okay? So Teresa might be the mother of Whitney Houston, the biological mother of Whitney Houston, but Sissy Houston is the mother of The Voice. The Voice. Yes, The Voice. The Voice. You ever seen them on Oprah singing? Yeah. You girl, and speaking of crazy, this family secret, girl, Tito Jackson done died too. Yeah. Girl, this is gonna be a long after pass now. Tito Jackson done died. Oh, the Jackson, when the Jackson brothers, girl. Yes, we're going to be... Didn't he have a heart attack? No, I can't tell you. He's about $1.7 million, so I could not tell you what it was. Yeah, I could not... No, I'm kidding. I think he was 74. He was 74. He died like last month. Yeah.
Just like who else passed that they didn't come out with it for like a whole month later. Who was that guy that died? The black guy who died, and then the daughter found out on social media.
Wow. Give me a movie or something he was in.
Oh my God, I can't even think of. Yes, and I see her post. And I can see the guy.
The daughter.
Yeah. From Good Times. Yes, the father from Good Times.
Oh, Phil something. I did see that he died, but I don't really care. I mean. Okay, wait, let me explain America. It's not that I don't care. It's just that he was very one of those I'm not black, I'm OJ kind of people.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, I feel like Good Times and Being Black did a lot for him. It got him certain roles, like the role he had in Coming to America and all the things. But when it came to claiming being black, I don't necessarily think he wanted to do that. So, and then actually, I think he left Good Times. He actually left Good Times. The reason they had to write in him being dead, he left Good Times because the show was too black. It was a little ghetto, and he didn't like being. And I get it. I get it, but. So yeah, he died too. Yes, add him to the funeral, the obituaries, and y'all, we gonna have what y'all bringing to the funeral? Cause I'm gonna have actually I don't know what I'm gonna have because I don't know if I'm going to the after pass. I ain't got time. I got to get through this show, honey. I got to get through this show. And then matter of fact, Speaking of Tito Jackson, I sent my condolences over to the Jackson family, and you know Janet was going through it, but they even let that lady mourn right because they was scratching out her back, honey. They was scratching out Janet Jackson back because she acted like she didn't know who Kamala Harris was. Or no, she did, but she was like, oh, well, she's not black, is she? She's Indian.
Oh, God.
I didn't think she was black. Girl, they tore Janet up, girl. They was trying to get Janet canceled. Now, you can never cancel
Janet Jackson. What? No.
You can't cancel Janet Jackson, honey.
No.
Not in this lifetime. You can't cancel Janet Jackson. Now, after all her family done, all she did was forget a bitch wasn't black or something like that. And y'all trying to cancel all that Rhythm Nation and... What have you done for me lately? Yeah. All that, nah. But speaking of forgetting who Kamala Harris was, before we skip on from Janet Jackson, did y'all know that Janet Jackson is related to Stevie Wonder? Tracy Chapman is her cousin, Stevie Wonder is her cousin, and Samuel L. Jackson is her cousin. Who knew that all these famous people were in the Jackson family? But it's not hard to believe because it's 1,000,007 of them in that one house and family unit.
Stevie Wonder? Yeah. Stevie Wonder?
On her mama's side, Catherine Wonder.
They need to do some DNA
That's her. Not they need some DNA testing. Listen. Michael Jackson did do a lot with Stevie Wonder. Now that I look back on it and all the We Are the World and all that, he did do a lot with him. So it would make sense that they're family.
Maybe they just want the collaboration. I don't know.
Well, girl, speaking of that, so they didn't even let her mourn her brother right. No. And I don't even think LaToya Jackson was worried about mourning her brother at all because, girl, when the news dropped that Peter was dead, that bitch had her legs crossed somewhere in Spain talking in her roll with her towel rolled up. It's like that bitch was not mourning nobody. Now, when Michael died, she was the only family member to show up to the hospital with a sunflower in her hand. I remember that show on the news? August 25th, 2009. That bitch LaToya and all her grand wig and all that wig that's bigger than her.
Always extra. Always extra.
In that wig that was bigger than her, all tiptoe, frail little ass walking in there with the sunflower. Girl, when Tito died, that bitch was on somebody's balcony on the Amalfi Coast with her legs crossed like, thank you, I think I have some caviar in Tabasco. Champagne. Her little squeaky ass voice, girl. Not that's the ostracized Jackson. That's the lightest Jackson, but that's the black sheep, ironically. The lightest black sheep I have ever seen in my life. You right? They tired of her. But, you know, after just I think if Janet's slashes in her back don't heal up from them tearing her up about forgetting Kamala was black, Kamala got money to pay for the hospital bills because, honey, Kamala has Bill Gates privately backed. I don't know why it had to be private.
Because she don't want people to know. That's because Donald Trump got Elon Musk.
Girl, but Bill Gates privately backs Kamala Harris with a $50 million donation.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
And people are behind her because, you know, 24 hours after she announced that she was going to be running for president of the United States and that, who's our president?
Biden.
Yeah, when he was stepping down from running from the camp. Right? When he said, "Do you see how irrelevant that is?" And it's that. Then 24 hours after announcing that she was going to be running for the presidency of the next election, she raised $81 million in 24 hours. So obviously, it's nice to see that the country is behind her because it's a little nerve-wracking when you look on CNN and see how close things are. And like, I encourage everybody watching, the reason that this is a part of our topic, I encourage everybody watching to go and vote. Go, it's early voting, you know, our ancestors, our great-grandparents, our grandparents and great-grandparents, they died, they were hosed down by fire hydrants, they were bitten by dogs, beaten, all that nasty stuff. So it's like if people went through all that for the right to vote, the least you could do is get your ass up and go down there for free and vote. If you don't want to stand in the line, it's early voting. If you don't want to go out of your house, some states have ballots. But we got to do better, y'all. It's not a matter of everybody in this country, because they're so one-dimensional, they think it's a matter of white versus black or male versus female or white male versus black female or whatever. This is about humanity versus the end. Yes. It's about humanity versus hypocrisy. What's that thing called? What's it called? Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Not hypocrisy, girl. No, I just made a whole new word. It's the hypocrisy of it all. Harris is back there. She says because last night in Houston, Beyonce made an appearance. Beyonce and Kelly Rowland made an appearance at the Houston Kamala Harris campaign rally. And there was supposed to be all three members of Destiny's Child, but Michelle, you know, she had other obligations. Who thought Michelle would be too busy to show up for some shit?
Right.
I know that's right.
Who's
her?
Well,
she's on Broadway. They're doing their Death Becomes Her, which is one of my favorite movies. Right. Death Becomes Her is on Broadway now. And she she has a recurring role on Broadway, so I don't think that her schedule committed, like she was committed otherwise, so I think her schedule didn't permit. But last night, Beyonce and Kelly Rowland got on stage, and Beyonce said something. I'm going to quote her. She said, "I'm not here as a celebrity or politician. I am here as a mother." Beyonce, and she said, "I'm here as a mother who wants her children to be in a safe world," something to that effect, and who wants other children that look like her children to be in a safe world. And I just think that was very impactful because usually a lot of celebrities, especially Beyonce, unless it was the Obamas, they don't really speak on their political views or like, you know, Beyonce wasn't doing all this when Hillary Clinton was running for president. So, and I noticed that even when Kamala first put out her first campaign ad that she was running, she used a Beyonce song in her ad. Like Beyonce permitted her to use that song. So, and
she came out to her on her first, I think.
Her first one, her first rally.
Oh, she came out to her on her first rally? Well, I think that's incredible.
She performed in that one, she performed.
She performed in that one. I heard about that.
Yeah.
But I like that they're doing. I love that Beyonce and Jay-Z do what they can in the world to you know, promote activism and advocate for us. They advocate for us in every way that they can. They advocate for themselves too, honey, because you heard that Jaguar Wright went up there on Piers Morgan's show talking. You know Jaguar Wright, the girl that's talking about spilling all the celebrity secrets and all the industry secrets because the industry never really wanted her. They kind of just let her in the room to sit in the back and stay her ass there. And because they never really picked her up or sold any of her albums or did anything with her, she just sat there and was like, "Well, it's Mad Day, you bitches. I'm gonna get something out of all this shit."
Yes.
With her half singing ass. So what she did? She's been talking, and she's been talking, but she went on actual Piers Morgan had her on. It's different from when you're on blogs and you're on YouTube because Piers Morgan isn't actually a credible show. It's on a whole television network. It's been on for a while. He's a credible source. So when he got up there and let that lady come up there and say things that were not fact-based, B&J had to go heavy. Had their lawyers send the heavy cease and desist. And that motherfucker got up there and said, "As much as I hate to do this because this is Piers Morgan Uncensored, I have legal obligations as well." I was like, I bet you motherfucking do. Because B&J got money to fight you forever. Bitch, they got money to sue your network about you. Fuck your little show. We gonna sue Fox or whoever the fuck you on. Girl, they got long money.
We gonna pin Jay-Z for later.
We gonna pin Jay-Z for later? Well, go on and say it. What's going on now, girl? Bring it out.
About Diddy, and like he had a conversation with his son Christian, and they were talking about has Jay reached out, and the son said no, and he said, "Oh, for real?" And he said like, "Don't." I think he was implying that like other people wouldn't go down with him. So Jay-Z and Diddy, if you look at pictures from the past, they've been really close. But they trying to like insinuate that he had something to do with some of the same things that Puffy had or Diddy had.
Allegedly. Because honestly, not the lights too bright. Alleged. But honestly, anybody that was associated with, TD Jakes has a picture with him. TD Jakes was apparently at the freak off too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Ellen DeGeneres is a freak off hoe too, apparently. Anybody. But it's so funny to me how Jaguar Wright knows all this information and where's your story, honey? Right. And who was running trains on you? I'm curious to know. Get up there and tell your business first.
Instead of somebody else.
No. Tell everybody else to do what the fuck you got to do. But tell your business first. I want to know all your business. I want to know what they did to who was you doing, what was you not doing. I want to know all those things because she up there talking like, oh yeah, Jill Scott was sucking dick and
yeah, no.
But then nobody ever picked you up or want you. So what was you doing that kept you about the industry parties? And girl, I'm so tired of that bitch. Good, it's a good thing. I hope nobody else credible will ever entertain her or bring them onto her because she don't need no more clout. If what you're saying is true,
right,
then so be it. People will say, but we can only take it at face value because even if you say what you're saying is true, we weren't there. That's nobody was there but you and whoever you.
Exactly.
But On a lighter note, we're going to move forward and we're going to move right along into the fashions, girl. We're going to move into our fashion corner, starting with Miss Cheryl Lee Ralph, looking as fine and divine as she does at the ripe age of 67 years old. Now, I don't know where she was in this picture at this event, but she looked stunning.
Yeah,
Someone else who was, and she's always looked good, even back on the Moesha days. Oh, what now? What? Somebody help me remember. What was that Moesha scene where she was? It was a real heavy scene, and she was crying and with Frank, with the dad. What did he do? Cheat on her or something? Something happened where she was very upset, and they damn near, I think they about broke up. It was on the Moesha show. We gonna dig into the archives later, right? Moesha was a while ago, folks. Somebody else, one of y'all, if y'all know, put it in the comments, message me, let me know what it was, because I know that scene. I gotta go look it up later. Next in the fashion corner, we have Tiana Taylor. Let me tell y'all something. You have to bear with me. That's a fun, because she got a song called Bear With Me. You have to bear with me while I express to you how much I love Tiana Taylor, and how much I feel like she's overlooked in the industry, but she wasn't overlooked at this event. But I just love Tiana Taylor. She's a triple, quadruple threat. I love everything that she's about. She's a choreographer, she's a dancer, she's a singer, she's a writer, she's a producer, she's a director. I would definitely want her to be a part of anything I have going on that she would be willing to participate in. But baby, she was wearing that dress at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions. She was inducting Miss Dionne Warwick herself into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and she wore a green beaded fringe dress and paying homage to Dionne, classic Dionne Warwick piece. And when I tell you, baby, she wore that shit. Wore that shit. And she looked facts. Hold the sign. You do good with that. You do good with that. Yeah, she was very elegant, very presenting, spoke well, had on her little, vintage glasses and shit. And Mrs. Warwick, Miss Warwick looked very pleased. She looked very happy. She looked very proud. She looked very honored, which she should have been. And I was very happy to see them have that moment. And excuse me. Take that bass on my voice, honey. And they say,
go crazy.
And they say that Tiana Taylor is supposed to be playing Dionne Warwick in her upcoming biopic, and I think that's a dead on, because when you look at the pictures of Dionne Warwick back when she was Tiana, they're dead ringers. You know who else is a dead ringer? I think if they ever do a biopic about Donna Summers, Kelly Rowland should play her.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly Rowland is a dead ringer for Donna Summers. And there's one more. If they ever do a Shaka Khan biopic, somebody look up this girl, because I do not. Okay, y'all remember that model that was in The Game? This is not going to help. Busta Rhymes featuring Mariah Carey. Hold on. So Busta Rhymes had that "Baby If You Give It to Me, I Give It to You" song, right? 20 years later, he did like a part 2 song. It's not the same song, but it's another song. And he did another song with Mariah Carey, and he had a girl in the video. The girl in the video looks just like Shaka Khan. If they did a Shaka Khan biopic, she needs to play her. But I want to look up her name so everyone, oh yeah, Where I Belong. Who was the model in the Where I Belong music video? Where I Belong, Busta Rhymes, da-da-da-da-da. Was the boy in the Where I Belong music video? Busta. I'll edit this part out. Busta Rhymes. What is that girl's name? That's so irritating. Well, y'all have to go back and watch the damn video. Shit. Oh no, IBDM. Sorry, never mind. Director Chris Robinson. Is this her name? Tay Hackard. I think that's her name. Yeah, I think that's her name. What is it? Ashante Hackard? LaShante? LaShante Hackard. So I'm going to start that part up. If they ever do a Shaka Khan biopic, I think that LaShante Hackard should definitely play her. She's a dead ringer, especially in that Where I Belong music video with Busta Rhymes and Mariah Carey, where she had that red hair, that big red hair off to the side, and did that Shaka Khan Indian, Fox side, that Native American. Let me tell you something. She is a dead ringer for her too. So I think if they did one of those, she should definitely be in the Shaka Khan biopic. Next in the fashion segment, we have the Victoria's Secret fashion show which happened in Paris, I believe, because it was Paris Fashion Week, and there was a lot going on. One thing I like about the Victoria's Secret fashion show, it was always a big deal ever since watching it when I was younger, when it first came out. It was always a big deal. It was always on primetime television and all that, and it still is. But I remember all of the girls looking the same. And now it's like when I saw it this year, there were big models, there were thick models, there were tiny girls, there were dark girls, there were bright girls, there was just an array of all different types of women, and I was very happy to see the growth and the inclusion in that. But that's not even why I mentioned it. Do you want to know why I brought up the Victoria's Secret fashion show? Why? Because of the way they closed it with Miss Tyra Banks. Baby, when I tell you, Tyra Banks stepped out on that bitch and walked. Walked. Now, she hasn't been on the Victoria's Secret runway in 20 years. Yep. And I thought it was very nostalgic just how because the last time she was on the Victoria's Secret runway, Cher performed that. Remember, Do You Believe? Yep. Cher performed that, and this year, Cher performed again, and while she was walking the runway. And it's just, it was so, you know, whimsical and nostalgic and poetical and shit. It was very nice. It was very nice. I thought that she walked. Y'all, my fan was blowing. That bitch blew off the table. It was hot with all these lights. But she was definitely walking that fucking runway. And you know how you know she's a real model? A real OG super model? Because them shoes was
high. It was high.
Fuck high. Them shoes was barely shoes. Them shoes was straps and little. This is what Tyra was walking on. Was rocking, but when I tell you, listen, I have a model walk myself. So I know, I've been taught how to walk like that. So I know what goes into it. You breathe and you got to look real calm while you
strut.
And when I tell you she smiled down that bitch and she did that shit, new body and all. She got a big old, she got a mommy's body now, but she was fat. She looks great. No, she doesn't have a model's body anymore, technically, as far as from the era she came from. But when I meant not a whole nother body like it's two of them, I mean a whole new body. I've never seen Tyra being so womanly and voluptuous, but now she's a mother. Right. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that has something to do with it. But Tyra Banks is still that girl.
She is. Nobody can tell her.
Been that girl. Now, I know she married the Wall Street guy and had a baby, and she broke into acting, and she even did some singing for a while, and she had America's Next Top Model, and she even had the talk show, which I used to love. I used to come home every day after school and watch that talk show. I love the Tyra Banks talk show. But one thing that is true to her, they could call Tyra in the next 20 years, and I bet she'll strut down that runway just like she did the other.
Yep, exactly. She knows what she's doing.
No, she knows what she's doing, but you know who else knows what she's doing and who is not to be tampered with? Miss Naomi Campbell. Now. I don't think Tyra would be as sharp on her game as she is had Naomi not made sure she was. Because, girl, Naomi Campbell is nothing to be tampered with either. I saw her walking the Dolce & Gabbana show, or I saw her walking a fashion show in Fashion Week recently. When I tell you, her walk is undeniable. It's undeniable. That bitch walks like...
She probably studied Tyra and picked up stuff from her.
Or maybe Tyra studied Naomi. Because Naomi was out first. No, I'm serious now. The difference is Naomi kind of paved the way for Tyra because Naomi is a UK British supermodel. And that's why she's such a big deal in Europe because, that's over there. Tyra Banks is our American supermodel, our American black supermodel. Right. So they were always kind of neck and neck because they came out around the same time. But I think their lanes were their own. Tyra took her platform and she did her own thing with it, and she did something different with it. Either way, both of the ladies look lovely. I even watched that episode of Tyra Banks when Naomi Campbell came on her show and they made amends and they hugged and cried and kissed. But I think the world might have wished that they partnered up and started doing more together. But I think. I think clearing the air was fine. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And they moved on. But speaking of fashion, the Fashion Week, the last person in my fashion corner before we go over to the celebrity gossip is Miss Cardi B. Now, I know Cardi's going through a lot, but one thing a Libra will do. And you ain't gonna look like shit you going through. That bitch looks good. And the more she goes through, she looks better. And that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Cardi B definitely is going through something. She had a new baby girl with Offset recently, but still announced that she was leaving his ass and getting a divorce. Their divorce, this breakup has been a little more in the like, you know, a little more public.
Big time.
It's definitely been a little more public, or a lot more public. But I think she's like really done. This is the thing about Libras. We're gonna try to work with you. We're gonna try to work with you because we figure it's better to deal with the devil you know than the devil you don't. And we're gonna try to work with you and, you know, see what we can get. But once we're done, we're finished. Finito. Now, she was wearing her shit in Fashion Week to have just had a baby. She was, I don't know if they sold her into that shit. I don't know what was going on, but she looked good. She looked good at everything. She looked good at Fashion Week. She looked good at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. She looked good in everything. I saw her into just dropped the baby. So good for Cardi. Congratulations on still looking good after your new baby. Congratulations on the new baby. And congratulations on dropping that nigga. Moving right along to other celebrity gossip. Speaking of splits, Money Long and her husband are splitting. Her husband, Rayshawn Hairston, are splitting after 9 years of marriage. Now, that's according to the Jasmine Brand. Now, I heard that she allegedly, he couldn't handle her new success. And that's probably her newfound success. And that's probably why, you know, Offset started playing around on Cardi, because he was someone before her. Before, you know, before she came around. And when she got with him, it's like she just was a bigger deal. And I don't think he can handle that.
Right.
And then as the bigger of a deal she gets, the more the less you're Offset of Migos and you're Offset Cardi B, baby daddy. So I don't think that he likes that. I think he's going through ego things. So he tried to break her down, but you can't break a real bitch down. That bitch is ugly. Okay, you cannot break a real bitch down. So she was like, oh, okay, and she's been having something from. Now I don't know all the details because quite honestly, I'm not that involved. I'm not that invested. I'm not going back to her page and his page and her Twitter and his Twitter and seeing. Listen, with my loved ones, my family members, I don't want to witness all that drama and that bullshit. Y'all keep that shit over there. Girl, you bring your stuff over here with your bottle of wine and give me the rundown. But I don't want to. Both y'all don't be calling.
No, but big ups to her though for you.
Big ups to her for moving on.
Exactly.
Who else did y'all tell me earlier was splitting up?
Snore.
Oh, but wait, pause. Is that your mama, Darnella? Oh, okay. That's okay. I don't think we get them. But who else did y'all tell me split up? We was talking about it earlier. Not Money Long, but we were talking about somebody else earlier that split. And we were saying it's probably because he couldn't hear him.
She had the red on too. Monet. The girl.
Oh, Victoria Monet. I hope that's not true, because they have a new pretty baby. They got a cute little baby girl.
She is gorgeous.
She's about what, 1, 2?
One.
But you know what? Honestly, Victoria, just like with Money Long and just like Victoria Monet is popping right now, and as she deserves to. I heard Victoria Monet like around when the first album came out, Jaguar 1. That's when I first heard her. When that he wanna love how she get that ass like that, how she get that ass like that. I like that song, and that's when I just kept in touch with her. And she's a triple threat. She's a true talent. She is definitely giving Beyonce's protege energy, and what you over there shaking your head for, girl? Well, come sit next to me and tell me what you think. You ain't got to get on camera, but I want to hear your opinion. So she's not Beyonce's protege?
No, she's herself.
She is herself. What I mean by Beyonce's protege, there is nobody like Beyonce knows. There's nobody like Beyonce Giselle knows Carter. So you don't have to get on camera. You can there's nobody like her. So when I say you're giving that essence, when I say you're her in training, when I say that's the highest compliment. That means you sing, dance right at you. Yeah. And when every step she takes, every dance move she makes, she's putting everything into every note, everything. So I definitely feel like cut your losses now. I mean, the baby is young, but and it's unfortunate because nobody ever wants to see a family split up. I'm a product of divorce, but we're also supporters of a healthy environment. Yeah. And a healthy person, healthy individuals. And if somebody's threatening your peace and your mental health and your sanity, girl, fuck that nigga. Okay? All the money is coming, all the things I've been working for, all the things I've been dreaming of. I'm being blessed and there's a problem. Exactly. Oh, you were supposed to be here. You can go in and cut your losses. Yeah. Whoever's meant to stay can't leave, and whoever's meant to leave can't stay.
Exactly. Block them blessings, baby.
How you doing? Speaking of drama and blocked blessings, y'all know Lil Durk got arrested.
Again?
But this time it seemed for real. It seemed for real and for serious. Lil Durk was arrested over alleged murder for hire conspiracy. Hold this allegedly signed up while I read this report, cousin. Thank you. Lil Durk, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida on charges related to murder for hire. He is being held without bond for the U.S. Marshals. The arrest is connected to the murder of fellow rapper Quando Rondo's cousin in 2022. I don't know who the fuck Quando Rondo is. So this is according.
Has something to do with King Von.
Oh, King Von and Quando. But you know what? Quiet is kept. I mean, I don't know King Von. I don't even know his music. I don't know that. But one thing I do know is that I heard from people that knew him, he was a problem. There were people that was like he needed to be gone. I heard he killed a lot of people himself. So it's like when you live by the sword, you die by it too. So I don't know. Everybody's like, man, girl. That's why I just leave it to God. He know what he's doing.
Yes, he does.
What goes around comes around. And listen, let me tell you something. Moving right along, let's lighten it up because that was a little serious. Okay, now maybe this is a little more serious. Tiffany Haddish says she offered her African driver peroxide and baking soda for an overwhelming body odor.
She's joking? Because she's a comedian.
She could have been joking, but why did he have to be African? Like, why did she have to mention it like that? Like, yeah. I don't know what that was about. Like, it could have been anything. Like, right. I've seen, right. But it did be a stint sometimes.
Act. Yeah. But she's been
be a stint sometimes.
For a few things, handling some stuff.
I mean,
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish, she has been in she always is in kind of hot water, but she is a comedian, and she's not that funny. I mean, she's funny, but I would consider her more of a comedy actress than a comedian. A comedy actress is someone who could do a comedy role very well, and they're typecasted for those comedy roles. But as far as her getting a microphone and standing up and doing stand-up, I don't know if I really want to listen to that or pay to go see it or anything. What's that, Mommy?
She took the breakup with Common pretty bad.
Oh yeah,
she was acting like a goddamn fool and saying some really stupid shit.
Yeah, he ain't that cute.
Well, he might be. He was that cute to her because.
And she hurt that bad.
Listen.
That's probably her first celebrity relationship.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't follow her that much either, so I don't know.
I don't know, but that's kind of fucked up. Now she offered him. What was peroxide and baking soda going to do
for the odor?
They said peroxide and baking soda for his overwhelming
she was trying to
body odor. Girl.
Wait a minute. I'm really supposed to have that type of body odor?
No.
No, her driver had that body odor.
I'm gonna read the headline. I'm gonna read the headline again.
Interviewing, and you should have caught that on the interview.
I'm gonna read the headline again. Tiffany.
I just need water.
Tiffany Haddish says, "Yes, give her water." No, she's trying to get home safe. Hut.
St. Candace.
Okay. I'm not gonna read it again because she left the room. I don't want to clarify. She was like, "Why is she?"
You know, everybody.
Yes. Okay, well, speaking of celebrities and music or whatever, Black China actually has a song out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she has a new song out. It's called Fabulous. It's featuring Lay Banks. Y'all know who that is?
No.
I'm thinking she's probably a new rapper. Most likely she's a new rapper. But I actually have a little sample of it. I don't know if y'all want to hear it. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Lay Banks.
My baby is calling the hogs.
No. As soon as you call her, Kenny done got skinny, y'all.
Who?
Kenny Burris.
She sure did.
She done got slim. I mean, I'm sure she's always been tiny. Candy came to us tiny. Like we always known Candy Burris to be tiny, and I know she was struggling with her weight loss. I read it in an article, but she looked good. I just I noticed it. You know, it was drastic. But back to Black China. Oh, who that fine man right there? Girl, see my Instagram.
Black China.
We gotta stay focused.
Oh yeah. Black China. Oh, she live right now. Hey, China. Where's this music at? It's a real. What y'all think? No. That was someone she partnered with. So I think that was a smart idea. I think it was smart to put someone else on her song.
She's trying to stay relevant.
Okay, but she's well. One thing, listen. All jokes aside, I am proud of her for doing something different, and I'm proud of her for being sober. You know, China has been sober for a while now. I don't know. I won't know when they say exactly, but I'm just very proud of her, and I commend her for being sober and making amends with her mom and trying to make amends with her mom because you know her mama's a handful. And another thing I noticed, I saw China with her daughter. She was doing Dream's hair, and their interactions is so cute. And she's such a beautiful little girl, and I love her little raspy voice. It's so cute to me. And China, she's doing her thing. She's a good mom. She's bettering herself, and I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her.
That's good.
Well, speaking of good music, Tina Johnson says that today's R&B singers don't really actually have to know how to sing. And I want to know if y'all agree.
Yep.
Y'all feel the same way?
Unfortunately.
Not unfortunately. Well, let me give you exactly what she was saying because I actually have an audio right here. So y'all can hear exactly what her opinion was. Just let me pull it up right.
The watered downness of the vocal has contributed to now the new. So when some of us hear it, we like, people like that, they ain't even singing good. Well, I come from an era where you R&B and music, Faith Evans, Kelly Price, them people sang. You see what I'm saying? They sang. Even Mary back. People judge Mary, but Mary's early. What's the 411? Sang it. You see what I'm saying? Y'all people just not getting up on. Tevin been singing. You see what I'm saying? So
I love Tevin.
I come from an era where you had to know how to sing, where now you really don't. So I think we're losing a little bit of the emotion that we've been tied to because of the way that our artists sang back then.
Yeah.
So would y'all agree with that?
No.
Well, who do y'all think? Is there anybody right now that y'all think could really sing? Like that's one of the that could hold it in this era. Like who is out singing right now? That if we put them back in this era that Selena came from, where she said you had to know how to sing, who could hold their own?
Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, Jasmine, not the only one. Jasmine Sullivan. What about Coco Jones? You don't think her voice is strong?
I mean, she's getting there.
She's getting there. She's new. She's new. I would agree with that.
But she does have a strong voice.
Damn, all we got to add to the era is Jasmine Sullivan.
It's pretty bad.
It's that bad.
It's bad.
So I need to come out with my new single.
She's an 80s baby, so it's like who else from?
And that these new girls. I mean, there are new. No, we ain't gonna do that. Some of these new girls can sing, or at least hold a note.
What about Chloe and?
They can sing. Victoria Monet. Now I don't think Victoria Monet can sing. I don't think Chloe and Halle can sing. I think they sing beautifully. But I'm talking about Lettucey has a pretty. Lettucey can sing now.
Oh, Tiana Taylor? No,
not Tiana.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones. Yeah.
Oh, Coco Jones.
Yeah.
I like Tiana Taylor though.
No, Tiana Taylor can sing. I'm talking about sang. The only person that's on that list is who you just said, Jasmine Sullivan, and she can blow, but she's still a newbie. Oh, Fantasia. I feel like Fantasia. She do a lot of hollering, but I feel like Fantasia.
But is she new school?
She old school.
She's not old. Is she old school?
Yeah, that's when American Idol was big. American Idol
when it was new. When it was new. You're right. Yeah. So damn, there really aren't.
Selena's referring to.
Yeah.
That's why I said Coco.
So the OG of the new school is Jasmine Sullivan. Wow. Which I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it because I fuck with Jasmine.
Like new. That's a crazy part. She's still not even new.
She's not even new. She's been out for a while.
Yeah.
What about Tim's? No.
Tim's. I think Tim's is more of a vibe. I don't know if she's a singer. I'm talking about the people that can.
Yes.
SZA has a beautiful voice. SZA does have a beautiful voice. She has her own style. No, she has her own style. She has her own inflection. She has her own way of doing things. You know what? We're gonna talk about some people that aren't given their things because they're new. They might not be young, but they are newer to the game. I like Leela James. I don't know if anybody knows who Leela James is.
My
life, bitch.
Yeah, I love Leela James. I feel like we could add Leela James to that list with Jasmine Sullivan because I feel like, yeah, I feel like we get like our genre of like my favorite genre gets underlooked a lot. Like my favorite genre is soul and R&B.
Yeah.
And R&B today is not the R&B it was at all.
No.
As a matter of fact, the old R&B people from 20, 30 years ago are selling out more shows than the people doing R&B now because people miss classic R&B so much that they want to be around it. So it's like the R&B, and then, but the thing about it is there's a lot of people that come out. Ready? Yeah. Daniel Caesar, like there are people that come out and that are talented and they have all the voices and all the talent, but it's just like they don't get that acknowledgement or they don't get that spot or that space. And they've been out here working on it for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and music today is not the same.
Music today is not the same. Speaking of music today, actually, you know, another girl that I like is I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her, Cynthia Erivo.
Oh yeah, she's pretty good.
Cynthia Erivo, she was in that movie.
She's in Wicked, right?
Yeah, she's in that movie Wicked, that play that they turned into a movie. She's actually really good. I've seen her do Earth, Wind, and Fire tributes. I've seen her do Aretha Franklin tributes.
Yes.
Her voice, she's a beautiful girl, beautiful voice, beautiful singer, classically trained. So I guess we are scraping up a little list. We are
little.
Not little. She's like quite little. We are scraping up a little list of people that's, you know, the new music. But it's when I heard this with Black China, no shade to Black China, but that just wasn't. That was, you know what? That was a hit for today's music.
Who said?
Like, I don't love my life.
Who put? Yeah, I don't love my life. Who put Black China on the list?
I put Black China on the list because she's a star.
And she just got engaged.
She did.
Yes.
Who she just get engaged? She could have the tea.
Her boyfriend, I don't know his name though, but I think he's like a rapper. So he was featured on a cipher for BET. Like, I don't know if it was for the BET Awards, but
is he of age?
I think he
No, she did.
Nice.
He did.
Is he of
No,
age?
she did. I guess if he's over 18, that's what that matters.
Okay, because I was just in front. She could say how she feels. Because I was just over there lusting after fine ass Burna Boy in the kitchen when his music video came on. His fine ass.
He old.
Is he old?
I don't know.
Nah, he old. Good girl. Music trip. All right, so next we still going on with, but can I just say this? Speaking of, since she brought up the stars of the past or the stars like of that her day that used to sing, I want to say that our stars, my stars that I grew up with in the 90s and the early 2000s, there's some of them that actually are aging very well. Like when I saw Beyonce and Kelly at the at Kamala Harris's convention, they looked beautiful. They're aging very well. They're aging very classically. Who else is aging well? Maxwell is aging very well. Alicia Keys is aging very well. Maya is aging very well. Ashanti is aging very well. Nelly too.
Yes.
Usher, and this is the year of Usher. Usher has been doing his thing this year, and he deserves his flowers. He's been out just as long as Beyonce, but before, like he was out when Beyonce and when they were in Destiny's Child, he was already out. Usher has been out. He paved the way for Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, all these younger boys that have come out with that type of dance, that type of style. He was around when Aaliyah was around, and he's been celebrating. He did the Super Bowl this year, roller skating.
His ex-wife.
My mom is a big fan of his ex-wife Tamika. Yes, and I like her too. That bitch is funny. She's good for TV. She's so unbothered, and I don't give.
She was good for him, and nobody believed it, but she was good for him.
Okay, she was good for him.
I like her.
But was he good for her?
Yeah, exactly. Sierra's aging gracefully.
Sierra's aging very gracefully. Sierra looks good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just I wanted to
and popping out babies.
Yeah, and still popping out babies.
Yeah.
I would be having all that man's babies. Good as he is to her. That's a good man, Savannah.
Russell's aging well too.
He's aging well too. He's fine, ain't it? He's a different type of fun. He's her type of fun. They're a nice couple. I like that. I like them. And you know what? It's not just our stars that are looking. Our grandmother stars, our grandmother's sisters. For those of you who don't know, that's how we're cousins. And our grandmother's girls are, aging. But like, Shaka look good.
Yeah.
In her 70s. Patty at 80. Patty LaBelle at 80 years old looks
Denzel
good. Denzel, what? Well, Denzel, is he really back there with Gladys and
Denzel.
Patty and all them? Right? She's like, oh, Denzel. Now she got Denzel being a zillion. Now
You got
Samuel L.
Denzel.
Jackson
Samuel
looks
Jackson.
Samuel
yeah, well, that's
Jackson
different. That's a
looks
little
good.
different.
It for 74, 75.
Okay, Morgan
Jack A.
Freeman.
Harry, Morgan Freeman.
Freeman,
You know
no,
what? He
he's
does
not
look
looking
good.
good.
You know why he looks good? Isn't his nice? You know why Morgan Freeman looks good? He's kind of like Maggie Smith. He looked old when he was young.
Mm.
And he looked so old when he was young that as he gets older, it doesn't seem like he's aging.
Younger.
It's like, oh, he ain't aged a bit. No, he just always looked old.
But he has too many moles on his face.
They beauty marks.
No, that it's a condition after about 3 of them.
We trying.
Yeah, we trying.
He got enough money. No.
Well,
We ain't got to try for nothing. That nigga's rich. He can get his fucking mole zapped off.
Who's 87?
He's 87. That's why I'm saying Morgan Freeman's older.
I guess he can have them moles. 87.
He earned them. He
Earned them. They made him. They made him. He don't got moles. They got Morgan.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Girl. Okay, moving on to other entertainment news and entertainment shit. Well, how do y'all feel about the Baddie show?
Oh, that house.
It's returning. Not.
Now
See,
she
now
wanna
somebody,
come
wait. That has arisen. Somebody was over your leap back like, y'all gonna do y'all little show. As soon as I said baddies, they resurrected. They
Yeah,
said,
I don't know nothing about baddies, so I might as well go to sleep now.
Not go to sleep. Not sleep, girl.
Now she coming. She alive now. She alive.
Well, what you know about Baddie's cousin Darnella?
Listen, the Sapphire is not.
Who not on the show?
Sapphire?
Oh, Sapphire not on the show. The one that kept running around claiming she was Suki's best friend. Yeah, okay.
But I do like Sapphire.
I know nothing, so.
I'm happy Mariah's not a
Well, they did mention my source showed me the returning cast for they had baddies. They started with baddies South, baddies
Then it was
West, then baddies East. Now they're doing baddies Midwest, and it's the returning cast is Natalie Nunn, of course, Rolly, Anna Mac. I like Anna Mac.
Yeah, I like Anna Mac.
Zella, Diamond the Body, Tinkerbella, Tasiki, who I like.
Yes, I like to see.
Some other girl, but this ended up covering that. There's some other. Scotty.
Yes, Scotty. Your body.
And
Don't forget the body.
what body? And I got more body than Scotty.
Oh Lord.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Don't let me have to stand up to prove no point. But is it moving yet? But and I like Tasiki. Tasiki, honestly, out of this whole lineup, Tasiki is my favorite one. But you know, the only time I did sit through Baddies and watch it, I gotta be honest with you, I watched Baddies. The one season I did watch was Baddies East. The one with Sapphire and Sukiana and all of them. It kind of irritated. I watched with my little sister. Shout out to Indy Lambo. Y'all follow my little sister, INDILMBO on Instagram. So, but no, she actually put me onto it. So I would sit there and watch it with her, and I actually got hyped. But it's that type of TV. It's ratchet TV. It will have you hot and bothered, ready to hit somebody. So don't be drinking while you watch it, because you and your cousins will break out in a fight. Not me and my cousins.
No.
Me and my cousins will get drunk and jump y'all when Baddies is on. But y'all just might break out fighting because y'all not as demure as us.
Yes.
So in other news and I don't know if you guys were a fan of The Devil Wears Prada. Have you ever seen that movie with Meryl Streep? They're coming out with a second one.
Oh wow.
Allegedly, put up the sign, cousin. I don't know if this is true, but I definitely saw an ad for it. I saw Meryl Streep, Stanley Tucci, Anne Hathaway, and Emily Blunt. They were all on a call or talking about it, coming back together, announcing it or whatever to get promo for it. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know where the story's gonna go.
Should be interesting.
But it should be interesting. Speaking of movies that came out, I had to shout out this. Well, this is a segment of the show I like to call Girl Power. And before I go into this next movie, I want to announce or describe what the whole Girl Power segment was about. My persona is King Vixen. My name is Miles Ryan. But my persona is King Vixen. And the reason that I chose that persona was because I am inspired by my vixens, a bunch of muses, a bunch of women around me who are strong, hardworking, creative, beautiful, articulate. They're loving sisters, daughters, mothers. They're beautiful and they just pour so much into me. And I like being the only guy amongst them. I like being the King Vixen. I like being the only lion in my den. And because who needs other lions when you have such strong lionesses? You know what I'm saying? Yes, round of applause to all of y'all. And I'm the King Vixen because of my muses. Now, before I even get into girl power, we're gonna open girl power segment with me thanking my mom.
Yes.
I love my that's my woman, but that's the big girl power. That's like the Black Girl Rock's big girl power. I love my mommy. Beauty, the girl. She been that girl. She been that girl.
Yes,
I told her I'm gonna get her one of her old model photos and I'm gonna print it and make it big and I want her to sign it. I'm gonna stay that bitch.
Not Britney's face.
Yeah, wait, right? And I'm gonna stay that bitch, stay that, stay that bitch.
And did, right. And did.
And did. Okay, so the movie that we're bringing up, hold on.
Yes, Lord.
Well, hell. No, girl, you know the new version. You know it's not that no. It's well, hello. Not very demure, girl. Not very demure. That's funny. So
God.
Tyler Perry just released a new movie on Netflix called Beauty in Black. It's a movie or a TV series. I think it's a TV series. I'm sorry. But my girl, T.S. Madison, is featured in it. And, you know, I love me some T.S. Madison. We share the same birthday. We're both from Miami. All the things. She actually sampled one of my daddy's songs. And speaking of my daddy and my stepmom or my bonus mom, I'm trying to use that word. I'm having a new little brother.
Yes.
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 I have a new little brother on the way. He will be here in March, I believe, and his name will be Gianni. And I'm just so excited about it. So I wanted to shout him out before he even gets here and let him know that I can't wait to see him. So when he sees this one day, he's going to see his fly, beautiful big brother, telling him he loves him. And I'm so excited. Can't wait to meet him. And congratulations, you guys. I love you so much. I love you so much. And I'm happy for you. And y'all got this, and I got y'all. Okay. So into the girl power segment. There's this photo that I saw that I thought was so beautiful, and it was actually a cover photo with images you won't see on TV. That's the publication or whatever that put the photo out, and it's a photo of Kimberly Elise, age 56, Halle Berry, age 57, Lynn Whitfield, age 71, Angela Bassett, age 65, Mary J. Blige, age 53, and Taraji P. Henson, age 53. And when I tell you these 6 Black women looked stellar. And this photo, when I tell you Black don't crack, they looked stellar and they looked beautiful and they looked flawless in this photo shoot. And it just really showed, like, to me, honestly, and this is why I channel my feminine energy, because I feel like the strongest, and I'm gonna look into the camera when I say it, the strongest human beings in the human race walking the face of this planet are Black women.
Amen.
Y'all give yourselves a round of applause.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And this picture that I saw embodied all of that strength, embodied all of that essence. And I just definitely wanted that to open up the girl power segment. Moving right along to the next thing. Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah made history and became the first rappers to receive the National Medal of Arts.
Yep.
And the reason I had to include this is because anybody that knows me knows that I love both Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah is like all my favorite movies. From not even favorite movies, but all the way back to Living Single. Living Single, I could watch Living Single when I'm asleep. I could hear it in the back. We are living. That's right. Girl, and the braids, and the girl on the thing with the braids, yeah. My homegirl standing to my left and my right, blue. It's like glue. We check it out, check it out. What's this 90s show going on with?
Did a thing a few months ago where they Black Twitter find the dancer.
Oh my gosh.
Black Twitter found her.
And you know she's like 30 years. You know she's like not she's 30 years. They just celebrated 30 years. And you know what's crazy? It's crazy how like there's been a lot of cultural appropriation, especially back in the 90s. Because what kills me is how that big show like Living Single didn't make it and got canceled, and then along came Friends, which is on TV forever, and it's the same thing. Just with white people.
It's ridiculous. Haters.
Martin, there's another show I saw that's like Martin. They just saw it and then they went and did their own version.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just was like, damn, do y'all not have
that's
no
like what Family Matters. Girlfriends. They did that with Girlfriends. Yep. Yeah, Family Matters and Boy Meets World. It's just they just flip them. They just flip them.
I guess for the audience that they're targeting. But congratulations to both Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah, because everybody knows I love me some Queen Latifah, and I love Missy Elliott just as a producer and an artist, and she's so creative. Like Missy Elliott can go into a studio by herself, produce it, record it, rap it, sing on it, edit it, clean it up, and walk out and have a hit. All by herself. She don't need nobody else in that studio. If she does pull somebody else, that's because she just wants to be. She wants the creative juices to flow. Like I heard that she said talent is what turns her on. And she has a bunch of it. And I'm definitely proud of it. As a matter of fact, Missy Elliott made history this year as the first hip hop artist to have a song sent to space. Now,
yeah, that is wild.
That is wild. Now, I don't know how she did that.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know exactly what that means.
But she did.
I don't know who's on Mars or wherever the fuck listening to the Missy Elliott. But guess what? If a Martian ever does drop on that bitch and decides they want to hear something different, she gonna be like, boom, boom, boom. Me, I'm super fly, super duper fly. I can't stand the rain. Yes, God, you better be with my foolishness cousin. And then I have the perfect co-host. Speaking of Girlfriends, because you just mentioned Girlfriends, I had to say that Girlfriends did celebrate 24 years of being on TV this year. Now, this happened a few months ago, but I did save it as a part of the Girl Power segment because that is incredible. I remember when Girlfriends first came on UPN. I remember I watched that first episode and was like, oh my gosh, I used to love them. Tony, Maya, Lynn, they was all like Joan. Yes. And I love, who was your favorite character on Girlfriends? Joan. Joan? Joan. What about y'all? Who's your favorite character? I like Tony. And when I ain't gonna lie, when I was a kid and I was watching, I used to love Maya because she was ghetto, and that was my kind of. Yes, she was my first favorite, but what I love about Maya was when she finally wrote that little book, when she turned that college essay into a book and was talking about, yes, I'm a Black authoress. I was like, girl, you better go ahead. She's like, authoress, girl. She's like, when I write about my life, girl, she would go into these excerpts about how she was this authoress. But you know what made her not my favorite character no more? When I saw Golden Brooks, the actress, she was on this reality show called Hollywood Divas. She made herself look real nasty. Like she made herself look so nasty. I didn't even like. I guess she was trying to, they hired actresses, so she was trying to give them what they were looking for. And she was trying to regurgitate what she saw in other reality shows or something. But it was not given. It made her very unlikable. And it probably damaged her people wanting to work with her in the industry because Black women are already not called for roles. Yep. And it's like, and then you only had one role on the show that's off now. So it's like when she finally got another thing, you were supposed to be everybody's favorite, not everybody, not the villain. See, Kenya Moore, you try to take a page out of Kenya Moore's book, and where did it get her? Nowhere. So, a record scratch. So congratulations to Girlfriends for being 24 years old. Now, I don't think that they need to bring the show back. I've been hearing rumors about that. They need to leave that where it's at. Wow. However, a movie would be cute. Yeah. A movie to tie it up and see where they are now. Now I remember when she was on Blackish, Tracy Ellis Ross, when she was on Blackish, she had them come on to she had the girl, and it was like her girlfriends from college or whatever, but it was cute because it was like when they all came into the room, they all got in her living room and did the little girlfriends walk like from the theme. So I was like, But no, that was definitely a part of the Girl Power segment. So I think that's it for Girl Power segment. And there was one more thing I wanted to talk about, but I can save it for another time. So, is there anything that you want to say? Well, there is something I want to say before you go. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here with me and sharing my birthday edition podcast with me and pushing me through it, because y'all know it was a lot technically and all the other things, but we got it done and we made it. Guys, that's the end of our show. Those are all the topics that we have for tonight. And cousin, do you have anything that you want to say?
Much success. 31. Cheers.
31 years young. Clank, 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 clank.
Cheers to 31.
Yes.
May all those dreams come true.
Oh, I got all this brown lip liner on you, girl. Hold on. Let me do it. I'm gonna clean you up, cousin. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe this video and join my clique. If you haven't already, you can find me at King Vixen, KYNG VYXN with the @ in front of it on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat.
Everything.
All of the things. And if you can't find me that way, you can also find me by my birth name, Miles Wright, MYLES RYEN. Guys, thank you for joining us and watching, and
see you next time.
Bye. Having a down day? Not in the mood for the bullshit?
Yes.
Fuck with Good Vibes by Akila Christina, honey.
What?
Roll up your joint, grind down your weed, all the things. Light it up too. She has way more weed products than this. These are the papers. This is the multi-box of all the rolling papers she has, which are non-bleach, and they're actually good and slow burning, if I do say so myself. But if papers is your thing and you like Dutchess or whatever, you can still get yourself a nice, smooth piece aluminum grinder. And this is actually the founder. It's a Black women business. Hey. A Black women owned and operated business. So get your Good Vibes by Akila Christina.